So, did you watch this BMF fight this weekend?
I did.
What'd you think of it?
Um,
Like, what'd you think of the stoppage? Like, I know we touched on it
Yeah.
a little bit yesterday in a private conversation.
yeah. I mean, there was no blood in his eyes.
Yeah.
Yes, the gash was big. It was fucking pretty serious. Probably would have gotten like a little bit more larger. But like,
Even if it would have got bigger, then it would have been really bad. I mean, it was still bad, but the thing is, like, the doctor asked him, can you see? He was like, yeah, I could see. I'm good. And then he even said in the post-fight, he said, the doctor walked away, and I thought the fight was fine, about to happen. And then the doctor waved it off. And then even Dan Miragliotta, like, double-checked with the referee. Like, he was like, no, I don't want to call this fight. And then the referee was like, nah.
Yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate that, like, when things are high stakes, they don't, like, give you, like, a little bit, like... But then sometimes you see...
Well, even it's the baddest motherfucker belt, and they're going to stop it on a cut. You know what I mean? Both of those guys wanted the other guy flatlined.
Yeah.
They probably would have been like 5 rounds. Can we throw a 6th round on there? You know, we'll go again. You know what I mean?
That's what the baddest motherfucker belt should be, like 7 rounds.
Yeah, but you know what it is? They need to fight. They need to have that fight in like fucking overseas, because in the United States, that's why with like the PFL, they do the 2 rounds and the 3 rounds. By the Athletic Commission, the most rounds they'll let you fight is 5. That's like the
Oh, in one night.
In one night. Yeah, that's like the Athletic Commission rule. So they should rebook that thing in like fucking Singapore and just be like, you two are going to have an old school throwback fight. No rounds even. You guys are just going to fight till someone gets finished.
Wow.
That's the baddest motherfucker belt. That's what they need to do.
Or a 1 15-minute round.
Yeah.
Nonstop.
But 1 15-minute round, and then what happens if they go to 15? Judge's decision or an overtime?
Yeah, decision.
Okay.
Who won?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, what'd you think of the actual fight past the cut? I'm like, at first I was like, oh, that sucks, just because I saw Nate say I'm good. But then
Nate came out like he does. He was aggressive, front kicks, pushing the pressure. And Masvidal was on the skates, kind of feeling him out a little bit, bang, bang. And then Nate was throwing, landing a little bit. And then Masvidal hit like one like little combo, and he was like, okay.
Hit him with the elbow. And that elbow is what reopened that whole thing.
I thought what cut him is like, because Nate dipped down. Well, and he kicked him.
Well, you see it on the replay. It was the elbow that like apparently bashed him open, because that's what he hit him right there with. Then he hit him with a punch, and then Nate started like retreating and like bent down. Then he hit him with a kick right to the face.
Because then I was like, oh damn! And like after that, from that point on, I was like, this is
not going good.
From that point on, I was like, Masvidal is crushing him.
Yeah.
Like there was no point from that point on where I felt like, all right, Nate, you're getting some momentum in your behind your caboose there.
Yeah. Oh, and Masvidal was pissed at like people saying, "Oh no, Nate was coming on," or Masvidal was gonna gas. You know what I mean? Masvidal was like, I wasn't gassing in this fight. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And like me and you said, like, yeah, he slowed down like a little bit in the third, but like
nothing happened.
Enough to win the round. Like when I was sparring, when I was fighting, like sometimes I'm tired. Like, all right, let me just do enough to keep winning. You know, I don't need to, like, pour it on this guy and, exhaust myself. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Especially when it might be 5 rounds.
Yeah, and I think, like, Masvidal, a guy with that much experience, and I've seen, like, I was talking about, like, even the Iaquinta fight or some of those fights where he's lost split decisions, it's because he, like, pulled his foot off the gas a little bit, you know what I mean, and started coasting as opposed to keeping the pressure up.
Right, I agree.
That was a different Masvidal in that third round. He was still putting it on Diaz. Like, I saw people even saying, like, I thought Nate won the third round. No fucking chance.
Well, that might be the difference for him being at 155 versus 70.
Yeah, like, how'd your cardio feel when you went up to 55?
Same.
Yeah, like, you just always have cardio. Yeah. But you never had a gassing problem. You were always the guy who thrived in the third round.
Yeah.
If anything, you had it just getting punched in the face early in the fight problem.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. But then you turn it on.
Well, everyone's really strong.
Yeah, well, you always fought fucking studs.
Yeah.
One of the funniest things when I watched back that other episode was, I know we were just talking about the word. Obviously, it's a word you shouldn't say, is retard. But when you were like, your boy, who's my boy? That retarded guy, But then even Masvidal went like hard with that. Like fucking, he threw that word out all weekend, talking about everybody. Everybody.
It's an old school, like, if you were born in the 80s, that's what you say to people when you fucking think they're being, like, stupid or, like,
bro.
Like, it's not. I don't know. Like,
Well, even that, like, the person he was speaking in reference to, he was talking about Conor McGregor.
right.
So, like, how small do you think Conor is compared to Jorge? Have you ever met Jorge or been around him?
Mm-hmm.
He's a lot bigger than Conor. They have
not too crazy.
Yeah, like I figured, like we were talking about last week, if they both fought at 55, then it's a logical fight. You know, especially if they're both claiming to be the baddest motherfucker.
Yeah,
it's a logical fight. But I think they should fucking make that fight. Like, what do you think?
Why not at 70?
Yeah, make it catch weight at 65 for the baddest motherfucker belt.
Why not 70?
Or at 70. I feel like even with the baddest motherfucker belt, you could do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You could have a catch weight at 168. It's not a real weight class. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If they're gonna pay Masvidal $2 million or a couple $1 million, and they're like, yo, you want to fight fucking?
Yo, you know how in jiu-jitsu there's like
Absolute.
Yes.
Yeah.
The baddest. There should be 2 baddest motherfucker belts in the UFC.
And one of them should. I think one of them should be like 165.
No, maybe
that
3. Maybe 3.
Yeah.
So from like 125 to 145, 155 to 185.
Yeah. So now, did you watch even you didn't watch Darren Till versus Kelvin at all, right?
I saw some highlights.
All right, like that fight was good, but like a little lackluster. But then even after the fight, in the post-fight, they were talking to Darren Till about like 185. He was like, yeah, I'll fight Adesanya. Then they were like, Yoel Romero. He was like, fuck no. He's like, fuck that guy. I want nothing to do with that guy. I'm good on that one.
Wow.
Yeah. And then Adesanya said today, and like in some interviews, he was like, why would you be ducking that guy? Like, Adesanya's trying to fight Yoel Romero.
Right. I did see that for title fight, right?
Apparently, Paulo Costa had like shoulder surgery or some shit, so he's out for a minute. And what's his name wants to fight in February, April.
What's his face?
Or February, March, whatever. Adesanya.
Oh.
So he's ready to like get in there. So he fucking is calling out Yoel. But like I actually saw this one thing. Like apparently, people, if you fight Yoel Romero or Robbie Lawler, you have a shitty record after that.
Wow.
Like people pulled up like statistics of it. Like people who fought like Robbie Lawler are like 2-5, 5-5. Like they're not the same fighter after they fight Robbie Lawler.
Wow.
I could see it though too. And Yoel Romero, they say fucking ruins people. Like they say he ruined fucking Weidman. They say he ruined Rockhold. They say he ruined fucking Robert Whittaker. We haven't seen Robert Whittaker fight again yet.
Right.
But who knows, you know?
I mean, those are some top guys that you could look back and go, yeah, I guess he has.
Well, he's a fucking beast. Like, I'm not going to say he's on something, but...
Did anybody ruin me?
No, because you won. You were able to come back and get a dub. You know what I mean? It was like these other guys, like, almost, like, completely changed. And you never got, like Korean Zombie didn't flatline you. You know what I mean? You jumped right up.
Right.
Jeremy Stevens, after that fight, you came back and fucking won fights after that.
So you mean, like, changes them, meaning, like, they can't win
They
anymore?
can't win. Their chin's gone. Changes their fighting style.
Oh.
Yeah. I'll have to get the thing up.
Because Weidman hasn't won since...
Beat Gastelum.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. I thought that was after.
Yeah. But then even people, you know, like, and even that, like, Gastelum is killing it at 185. He's doing good. He's hanging with some of the top guys.
It
but
just seems like he can't...
I think he was always a welterweight, though, too.
Yeah.
Like, he just doesn't cut weight the right way, I guess, or whatever. He might be...
I would like to hang out with him for, like, 2 weeks and just see what his eating habits are, see, like...
Maybe he's a 75er if they make that weight class, but he apparently struggles.
Like, does he do any, like, long distance on the cardio on the treadmill or the bike to try and burn fat?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Does he even strength train? You know, like, I would like to see those things.
So you didn't see...
He's eating cookies when he goes to bed, you know?
Yeah. Like, I feel like that might be kind of the case.
What, does he still live with his mom?
No.
He's young.
He's like 25, 26. How old is he now?
Pretty young.
I remember you told me that story one time, like when you found out how old he was. You were like, wait, what?
Yeah. I thought he was like my age, and he was like 24.
Bro, you know who his doppelganger is?
No.
Not in that picture, but Randy from the UFC, the social media guy that you know.
Oh, yeah. I think so.
They're brothers. No, he's 28 now.
Okay.
So when you
That was 4 years ago.
Yeah,
I guess when I fought him in New Mexico.
Mad long ago. But I guess he was 24 back then. But Luque got defeated by Thompson. Luque was working the calf kicks early, but then Thompson
got away from it.
Yeah, Thompson just put it on him.
They got fight of the night as well.
Did they get fight of the night?
Yep.
Derek Lewis versus Blagoy Ivanov was just a competitive back and forth fight, kind of like a boring heavyweight fight, but like just slugging it out. Derek Lewis.
It's crazy. Derek Lewis either knocks the guy out.
Derek Lewis almost knocked him out. He had him wobbled a few times.
Gets knocked out. Does Derek Lewis get knocked out? Because I'm trying to think if I ever saw him lose a decision.
Who? Derek Lewis?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's lost decisions. I think he lost to. Or no, he beat Francis Ngannou in like the most boring fight ever. I think that's what happened with that one.
Oh, yeah.
Where they just looked at each other for 15 minutes.
That was awful.
Yeah. But he beat Blagoy. I picked against him in this fight because I thought Blagoy was going to take him down. So, like, you ever see, I saw a meme out there. You ever see, like, when a fight goes to the ground and fight fans are like, oh, this grappling shit is boring. Just stand up. It was as if someone just yelled to Derek Lewis, just stand up. Whenever he wanted to get up, he just, like, would go, and then just fucking explode out of side control. Like 3 times in the fight, Blagoy had him in side control, and Derek Lewis just exploded to his feet. Was like, all right, I'm done hanging out here. Yeah, he's lost 3 decisions. But yeah, he usually knocks you out, or he got TKO'd by Dos Santos, choked out by Cormier, TKO'd by Hunt. But
whose decision him? Like probably
in the beginning, Tony Johnson and Sean Jordan.
Was he in the UFC then?
No, those are pre-UFC. Yeah. So yeah, in the UFC, he's just been finished, TKO'd but he's back in the mix with a win against Blagoy. And then the other main fight sucks.
Called, dude.
Am I?
Yeah.
The other main fight sucks. It was Gregor getting KO'd by Kevin Lee. People were trying to throw us shade, and just how people like to highlight when people get knocked out and make it like, oh no, I knew that was gonna happen. No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Kevin Lee has no knockouts in his career. He has TKO victories.
Like I know Kevin Lee possesses power. Like he's a big, strong guy, but just like
he's a fucking beast.
He's more of like wrestle fuck. You get you tired.
Can overwhelm you with some shots. Yeah, he has no one-hit KOs.
I tell you what, when I saw that Gregor was fighting Kevin Lee, I'm like, all right, this is a dope fight, whatever. Then when I saw that Kevin Lee was training at TriStar, I was like, I mean, I'm not in love with that idea for Gregor. Just because I've worked with Faraz, like legit at Renzo Gracie's for 10 minutes, and I was like, oh damn. Like,
yeah, pretty much the things that
you got some fucking like real legit science to the why and when and where you do things.
Like he's in that very analytical coach. Like he sends his guys in with a game plan. They train this game plan. Like it's not like this is what you should do, but you're going to impose your shit. Kevin Lee was low stance and working his jab.
Right. Okay. Awesome. Oh, and the one thing that Gregor didn't do that Gregor does phenomenally, and when he does it to you, it's a nightmare, is level changes of feints where you are guessing if he's even going to come or not.
Yeah.
He didn't do that.
Yeah.
Every time he came forward, he threw, and it was just like, okay. And Kevin Lee was just putting that jab out, and he has longer arms, so Gregor would get hit, but Gregor would get a hit, but get hit.
Yeah, I feel like Gregor was even having success on the feet. So he was like, all right, I think I'm good here. I don't need to, He definitely felt something that he wasn't shooting takedowns and getting stuffed. He
shot like one like low single from a distance, and I was like,
I felt like that one was more just putting it out there. Like he tried, but Kevin Lee immediately pulled back, so Gregor wasn't like, oh, I'm going to keep going right now. Yeah. I'm going to just fall out on this one. Take it easy, Lenny.
What are you falling out on?
What am I falling out on?
You say you're going to fall out on?
No, I was saying Gregor didn't keep going for that. He just fell out of it and was like, all right, I'm not gonna press this one too hard.
He landed his own hands too, so
bro, like even right before he got KO'd, he landed like what looked like the flushest left hook. And then Kevin Lee even mentioned it afterward. He was like, oh no, he caught me nice, and today Kevin Lee's face was fucked up.
Yeah.
And then he said he caught me nice where normally I probably would have like jumped back and readjusted my game plan, but this time I just stepped in and fucking threw heat.
And I think Gregor wins that fight 8 times out of 10.
Yeah.
Different
day, different game plan. Like I think he went into that probably to wrestle him, And then once he started like fucking landing shots, he was like, "No, I'm doing good here." I thought he was doing good. Like he was supposed to lose to Kevin Lee on the feet.
Yeah. I don't know, cause I mean, Keith Trimble's his striking coach, and like I've had Keith as my striking coach, and like he does a great job as a striking coach. Where like sometimes I've gone in fights where I'm fucking this dude up on the feet.
Yeah.
Fuck wrestling. I'm gonna stand up and just fuck this dude up.
Yeah.
You know. When sometimes you gotta stick with your.
What got you there?
Your bread and butter.
You got to stick with what got you there. And I'm sure that was the game plan eventually. He just got caught.
Yeah.
And then you didn't watch.
Because what was it, like 2 minutes in?
2:47.
Yeah.
You didn't watch, and like props to Kevin Lee. Like people were saying, like we totally went against him. We gave him his props. We knew that he was a talented fighter.
Yeah, I thought it was definitely Gregor's biggest test.
We were going off even what Kevin Lee said. This is the dumbest fight I could have took.
Yeah.
Because it was, but fighting's rough.
He got fight of the night.
Yeah, he got a bonus. Sometimes you get caught. But did you see Johnny Walker versus Corey Anderson? Another case of someone getting caught. Like, you're going to tell me Corey Anderson, I'm a fan of Corey Anderson, but you're telling me he wins that fight on the feet every time they fight?
I mean, maybe.
Maybe he has his number type thing.
Yeah, because Johnny Walker does, like, crazy shit, and like we talked about before, on lesser people.
Yeah. Yeah, and Corey Anderson was his first step up.
Yeah.
And it wound up being he got caught and he got fucked up.
It's almost like the opposite end of the spectrum. Like Gregor fought a step up, didn't go his way because he didn't wrestle.
Yeah.
Corey Anderson is a wrestler who like crushed Johnny Walker in the stand-up game. And Johnny Walker was taking a step up to Corey Anderson,
Yeah.
A little confusing, but
yeah, it was one of those. It was one of those fights, like where you just knew like something big was gonna happen. Like people thought everyone was picking Johnny Walker by like highlight reel KO. Like I know Bisping said he was like Johnny Walker is gonna highlight Corey Anderson. There's gonna be his coming out party, but it wound up being I think it's Corey Anderson's first knockout. So him too. Like nobody is gonna be like I called Corey Anderson wrestle fucking him. Right. Nobody called Corey Anderson knocking him out.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
Who did I actually pick in that fight?
You picked Walker. But you didn't. Yeah, but you didn't say like, oh, it's gonna be, a spectacular knockout. You just picked Walker. So I guess if that's how he was gonna win, that's how he wins. And then you said you watched Blonde Fighters fight, right?
No, I wasn't able to. I was working.
She looked good, so it looks like she's gonna be next for
the title.
Lyman Good looked good. Julio Arce looked good. He lost a really competitive fight. Shane Burgos looked good. He had a little trouble in the first round, but then he fucking overcame it, wound up beating that dude up pretty good.
What round did he get the TKO?
Who, Burgos?
Yeah.
Burgos and Lyman, I believe, both were third round. And then that one dude, like we almost should have – I forgot how good that dude was. We picked Tavares probably just because I think, we're more familiar with him. But that dude, Edmund Shabazian.
Yeah.
I
did see the highlight
of
that.
Oh, my God.
Like punched him and gave him like really bad stanky legs.
Yeah, and then he threw like one of those, put his left hand out, and then threw the left high kick behind it and hit him right in the fucking face. So, tough one.
It's wild.
Yeah, but it was a good weekend of fights.
Watch this, Dan. Alexa, turn the living room purple.
Oh, I actually figured that with this episode, you'd be able to show off your smart house.
Alexa, turn the living room red. Now, do you know there's something like with red light? It's like good for the body.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I gotta look
infrared.
No, not infrared. Like red light. I think it like maybe increases like testosterone or something. It's like good for like mood or something like that.
All right, let's keep the red going, and we'll try to get.
I don't think it's good for the show.
No, we'll get Random Marcos on, and we'll tell her we put the red light on.
Okay.
In honor of you.
Yeah.